Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. How you doing? All right, so first things first, before I get into anything, I just want to thank you guys so much for all the love on my last video. I really wasn't expecting it. I think that was one of my most liked videos, and I got so many comments. I got such lovely feedback, and I'm going to be doing more hair DIY tutorial type videos. So that's the theme for the month. I think I'm going to do a theme every month or something along those lines. We'll see how things go. If you like my videos, if you like what I post, or if you like my content anyway, I would encourage you to continue to like, and please comment. It goes without saying that you should subscribe, but liking and commenting really lets me know what it is that you like. It really does encourage me. Today's video is about this pixie. Now, I know the last video I did was also a pixie video, but I think it was just a tad bit more technical, or not a tad, it was more technical, okay? There was a comment that I saw that said, I was with you until you started dyeing the hair, and I was like, yep, I can't do this. It's all about just trying and just kind of improving on your skills. You're gonna make mistakes, obviously, and you learn from them and you keep going. Technique is pretty much the same as last time in terms of, gluing the hair on and all that kind of stuff. The only, what I say, tricky part, or the part that really takes any kind of technique, is the styling and the cutting, right? So I think that's where people might have a bit of challenge with it. But like I said, if you keep practicing, and if you keep trying, and if you take it one step at a time, you should be fine. So before I go into the main video, I just want to check on everyone and find out how everyone is doing. I know with everything going on all over the world, mainly in America with the Black Lives Matter movement, all of the riots and everything, sometimes social media can actually be a bit depressing. I'm just here to spread some love, some light, and to let you know that you don't have to be sad. You can, I know it's easier said than done, but even if it means kind of going off social media or watching a YouTube video to kind of distract yourself from what's going on, or being productive, staying productive in your house, doing whatever, working on a new project. Like right now, I'm kind of, transforming. I'm doing like a room renovation type of thing that's coming next month, by the grace of God. If everything goes well, when everything goes well, we have to speak positively, we have to speak life. So, I'm doing that project, plus I'm making lots of wigs. It will get better. And I feel like, one thing to take away from what's going on right now is that Black people are standing together, and I love it. There's a lot of division sometimes within the Black community, and a house divided against itself usually does fall. So I'm happy to see that everyone has come together to be like, what, these things that are being done, they're wrong, and we're not going to take it. And everyone's acting and doing their part. I think now more than ever, equal representation is so critical to enforcing some change. And I'm loving what I'm seeing on places like Instagram, because corporations are having to answer, how many people of color do you have in your boardrooms? How many people of color do you have making decisions? There's this campaign on Instagram right now called Pull Up or Shut Up, and it was started by the owner and founder of Oma Beauty, which is a Black owned brand. I can't remember what her name is right now, but basically she did this open letter to makeup brands and other brands, actually clothing brands like Adidas, Fashion Nova, all of those different companies. And she was basically like, okay, we see you posting Black Lives Matter and blah, 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 and all that kind of stuff, but how many Black people do you have in your boardrooms making decisions for us? How many people of color do you have working in your companies? You got to see these companies the percentages of Black people in these different companies and makeup brands and all of these different, you know, brands. And for some of them, I was shocked. I'll leave the Instagram page in the description box, but if you go there, you'll see the representation. There are some of these companies that Black people support. Like, when I say support, we're like one of the main contributors to the success of these white-owned companies. And these people won't even hire us, you know? They may use like influencers, you know, that are Black, that have large followings to get their follower base. But to have them in the board making actual decisions wasn't being done. And I just thought that that was funny. It was crazy. I couldn't believe the figures that I was seeing. You need to go there and see it for yourself. I'm also seeing Instagram pages that have been opened for influencers or people on platforms like YouTube and Instagram and blah, 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 to come and show how much they're being paid for their work. Now, you know that there's some Instagram people that, or Instagram YouTubers, all of social media influencers that get paid per post or per video. You get the gist. You could tell from the figures that were released that Black influencers were getting much less than a lot of white YouTubers who had a smaller following than them. Isn't that crazy? It's important to support Black-owned businesses now more than ever, because we need that representation so that we can also make decisions that benefit us and society as a whole, because everyone needs equal representation. With everything that I said, I'm gonna just shout out a few Black-owned businesses. I'm gonna put them in the description box so you can go ahead and check them out. So one of the brands I'm gonna shout out first of all is FIB Cosmetics. It's actually one of my holy grails. I carry this palette everywhere. I have like 3 or 4 palettes, but I use this more than every other one. I think now I've bought at least 10 Jaclyn Hill palettes, okay? So I love to support people, especially people on YouTube, anybody. It's not about color or whatever. I would support anybody. I've bought like 10, but Morphe is like a large corporation, whereas, you know, businesses that are maybe just a little bit, that are smaller, would appreciate your coin more. This is their Spectrum palette, and I think this is their only palette at the moment, but oh my goodness, I think this is the only palette that you really need. It has everything. First of all, it has a mirror. I'm sorry if I'm blinding you, but it has a mirror, so you can just carry, you don't need to carry like a mirror with you. It already has a mirror. This one's cracked because of me, because I used it so much, so I cracked it by accident. But makeup palette is all I've used to do my eyeshadow today. And not just my eyeshadow, actually. I used this for also my contour and my blush. A mixture of this shade and this shade, and I just kind of blended it in, and I used that for blush. And then I used this shade and this shade for the contour. And it turned out really, really, really nice. So why not go ahead and support? So go ahead and support FIB Cosmetics. They also have lashes. These aren't their lashes, but they have some really glamorous lashes, and they have highlighters, and you know, and they're still expanding. So go ahead and support them. Second person I'm gonna shout out has started doing some online makeup classes, and I actually did my makeup with her today, which is why I look like this. What do you think? Do you love it? Like, do you love it? Do you love it? Do you love it? Do you love it? Okay, I'm gonna stop. I'm being extra. But what's new? She taught me a lot. I learned so much. I went in thinking, I mean, what could I really actually learn? But I actually learned so much. She was so good. It was such a wonderful class. I think you could really benefit from it. And the classes are really, really, really affordable. Like 30 euros or something. Third business is a bit selfish because it's mine, but it's okay. I'm gonna shout it out anyway because it's my platform and I can do what I want. Yeah, I can do what I want. Why am I so hyper? My necklaces. Now, I make these African-based choker necklaces. It is my brand. They are totally handmade and they are fire. Do you see? Are you looking at this? You looking at this right now? Do you not? I feel feel like royalty right now, okay? Now I'm hyping myself up, but I mean, be your biggest cheerleader, right? Check out our Instagram page and go ahead and support, you know? Support your girl. Go ahead, buy yourself one of those chokers. I think they're perfect for like the summer, and you can wear them with like different outfits, and like the patterns and everything. They can, you know, really elevate, you know, a look. So yeah, you go ahead and you check that out. Without further ado, let's get into this wig. I've made so many different PIXIE wigs, so many different cuts. You know, that's the beautiful thing about PIXIE wigs. You can literally style them however you want to style them, and they're cute and they're edgy. With this one, I took more off this side and left this side more fuller. I'm just gonna go ahead and do like a voiceover, and so that you can really pay attention and really, you know, enjoy the video. Okay, so everything used in this video is going to be linked in the description box. We're going to start off by clamping the mannequin head and putting the wig cap on. And the hair is going to be separated into the 3 lengths. The shortest length is used at the back. I've gone through this in depth in my previous PIXIE wig video, so if you would like a more in-depth video, you can go and watch that. So if you don't have a closure, just roll up a small piece of track using some bonding glue and stick it down as hard as you can. Just continue to press it down until the glue is no longer visible, as seen here. So this part here is what I would consider to be the hardest and the most fun part of the process, because really and truly there's no exact formula to this. You just have to cut, you know, and just keep cutting and keep styling. As you can see, I just keep brushing it and checking it and cutting some more, and I keep checking it. I have like a mirror in front of me. So if you're a beginner, I wouldn't suggest you doing what I'm doing here. Literally, I'm cutting the back without a mirror, without, you know, having any idea of, you know, kind of what it looks like. But I've done this a few times, so I have a better idea. Plus the setting was really low, so I knew I couldn't cut too much off. But yeah, I would definitely recommend that you get a mirror or use a mannequin head to cut the back of the hair, like I did in my previous video. I'm just gonna link that here so you can go back and, you know, use that for reference. If you stuck to the end, I love you very much. You're the best. I rate you, and you deserve some accolades. Never forget. Okay. Thank you so much for watching my video, and I will see you in my next one. Goodbye.